on Elevation Radio.
God bless you. This is Elevation Radio 1, and I'm your host, Pastor Steve, the Music Man Turner. We thank you for taking the journey with us. This is the program that spotlights positive people doing positive work while serving a positive God whose name is Jesus, and I could just say that all day. Listen, our subject matter today is Join the E-Club. Join the E-Club. What am I talking about? Entrepreneurship. What are you waiting for? Good God Almighty. Listen, happy Independence Day. Celebrate it right by starting your own business. Today we'll talk to a team of entrepreneurs about living their dreams. Dr. Fred Newsome of the mighty Newsome Gospel Awards, Queen C, Executive Administrator, and my featured guest, Mr. Donald, maybe I should call him Professor Donald L. Dowridge, Jr., CEO of the DLD Enterprises. So grab a pen and take notes because you're going to get an education. Proverbs 14 and 23, that's where we're going to be featured from. Get ready to be elevated. And now, before we get started with our interview, let me go to the most beautiful part of this program. Hopefully she's still there. No, she's not. Alrighty. So I have to go to the regular part of this program, me, because my wife's free. So it'll be Proverbs 14 and 23. All hard work brings profit, but mere talk leads to poverty.
Come on now.
All right, now. So let's get started here. Let me go to my featured guest, Professor Donald L. Dowridge, Jr. of the DLD Enterprises. Sir, how are you doing today?
I am doing fantastic, and it is definitely a pleasure, and I'm blessed to be your chosen guest for this awesome show this evening. So I just want to say thank you to both of you all for allowing me to be your guest today.
When you say both of us, who are you talking to?
I'm talking about the other distinguished gentleman, Brother Newsome.
No, he's not. He doesn't bring any guests to the. I'm talking about. I thought you were talking about my wife.
Let me explain something to you. No, listen. Let me explain something to you. I did not realize this was the great Donald Dowridge. I did not know that's who it was. The Frederick Douglass brother.
Yes, sir.
Okay, why did you mess up stuff before he had a chance to do all that, sir? See, this is why I have to be careful with your co-hosts.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you, this brother has so much artillery. He's done so much. You could talk about him for 2 days and still not be done.
Okay, can I talk to him and find out about? I don't have 2 days. I got. You can get yourself under together.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Wow.
All right. Oh my God! If I had known that you knew him, I would have just metered this down. Let me go back to my interview and take charge of my own program. And so we welcome Donald L. Dowridge Jr. So my question is, who is Donald L. Dowridge Jr.? And be quiet, Fred Newsome.
All right, go ahead.
Let the man talk.
What? Who is Donald L. Dowridge Jr.?
Yes, sir.
I will say that I was proudly born in Baltimore, Maryland. I am a native of Baltimore, Maryland. I come through five foster homes, treacherous foster homes in Baltimore. I was retrieved, if you will, from the foster homes there in Baltimore, taken to New York, South Bronx, where my biological father, senior, and unfortunately during my tenure with him, I was verbally and physically abused, which led me to Rikers Island at 13, a gangbanger. I lived there until 74. Then I migrated to Tampa, where I currently reside, and unfortunately continue to, dig into that path of being a criminal or what have you. Was getting it together, wound up going in the military, did 5 years in the U.S. Army, came out, joined the United States Post Office, where I became the first black manager of a department there, retired. I got the call from God through my son, and I retired from the post office November the 22nd, 1996. I had already started DLD Enterprises, determined to learn and develop, 1992. However, I went full-time, and like I said, in 96 with DLD Enterprises. And I will say that I became the first African-American, if you will, to start my company as a motivational consulting company back then. God has allowed me to move, I should say, continue to be a motivational speaker. He's allowed me to write 14 books. The 13th, The Power of Being a Winner, winding up on Barnes & Noble's Best Help section, if you will, #1. And believe it or not, I never would have known that standing in Frederick Douglass High School on Gwynn Falls and turning around and getting the skin scared off of me when I turned around and saw that big old statue of Frederick Douglass back in 2003, I never knew that God actually had a plan for me to portray Frederick Douglass, which I started portraying him in 2009. So this marks 12 years of portraying Frederick Douglass around the country. If I may say, I was talking this morning to a friend of mine, and I was just telling them, that I really don't have a plan. I'm still stumbling my way through. That's why I'm holding on to God's hand, because He's taking me through. He's allowing me to do some incredible deeds here on earth, touching thousands of lives, not just through Frederick Douglass, but through, and touching young brothers' lives by working with them. It's an incredible ride, I must say. It's an incredible ride.
All right. I see on your website that you says you're an author, a mentor. I believe that. So you've written several books here, motivational moments, about 62 messages that are for encouragement.
Yes.
And we're going to ask you about at least one of those. But it says you're an actor, and I don't know about that, sir. I don't know if I believe that. Tell me briefly about that.
Well, believe it or not, my grandmother, Mary Rogers, who was a heavy starch Pentecostal, she had a relationship with then Mayor Lindsay in New York, and they teamed up and they brought to life, which is called the 5-Star Daycare Center, which still exists on 163rd and 3rd Avenue in the Bronx. My grandmother, believe it or not, she would try to rescue me from the streets, and she would, have me come in, and she would put me in plays and whatnot, which I really didn't home in on. However, that more or less was the beginning, because in 1989, I found myself in the primetime television show Sequest that came on NBC Sunday nights at 8 o'clock. I was a returning extra for that first maybe about 7 episodes, and I moved on from there. Had roles with in the Hulk Hogan show and a few others. Went on and continued to do plays and what have you. And I must add that here in Tampa at the State Fair, and I believe that was probably 1989, 90, somewhere around that area, I became the first black man to play James Bond on the stage at the State Fair.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
This is incredible. Let's clap our hands. A black man playing James Bond. Wow.
Yeah.
That's significant.
Believe it or not, the the recent debate that I'm sure you've caught wind of. That and the brother who played in The Wire. I don't want to say his name because I continuously chop it up. However, they were thinking of him being the first black Bond. But yeah, I did that, and also moving forward, I was in The Wire. I was also in season 3 of The Wire.
Well, let me ask you a question. I think I did say something to you to inspire you. So where's the percentage of my check?
Well, being that I worked at the post office, I tell you what, the check is in the mail.
No, okay.
They still putting the they still putting the barcodes on the envelope.
I got you.
Oh Lord.
So let me ask: does Dr. Newsome want to ask you a question since he's a celebrity co-host? One question, sir. That's all you get.
Okay, go ahead. I know how you treat a stepchild, but go ahead.
Anyway, so let me see here. Sweetheart, are you there? Queen?
Oh, she was confused when you said sweetheart.
I'm here.
Mind your business. Queen, you want to say something to? Just say hello to our guest, sweetheart.
Absolutely. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Praise the Lord.
It's a pleasure to speak to you, First Lady. I am doing fantastic, blessed, not stressed.
All right. Now, in his book, he has another book, sweetheart. It's called The Power of Being a Winner. And
wow.
That's something right there, the power of being a winner. If you can talk briefly about that, maybe Dr. Newsome.
What? Talk to me about being a winner?
Excuse me, sir. Don't interrupt while I'm doing this program. I'm trying to talk seriously to my future guest.
Take your time.
Dr. Dowridge. Yeah, Dr. Dowridge. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, believe it or not, I was in my beginning days as I was changing, if you will, crossing my life over to be reborn. I caught hold of Dr. Miles Monroe, and I was a staunch follower of him. And he came to Tampa in 1995. Church Without Walls, Pastor White, and Paula White, and I made it a point to be in the audience to hear this brother speak. And after it was all said and done, I got the nerve up to go up to him and shake his hand and ask him, could I speak to him? And he said, yeah, if you got the time, but it might be about 2 hours because I want to talk to everybody else, and shake hands. I said, sir, no problem. Well, I have, Dr. Miles Monroe took me in the room, and we sat in there for 2 hours talking. And this man filled me up so much that when I left from speaking to him, probably about 12 a.m. that night, I raced home knowing that I had to go to work that next morning, but I got a pen and I got a paper. And I sat at my kitchen table, and I must have wrote until it was time for me to go to work. Well, believe it or not, once this book was done, I got like 10 manuscripts to this book. And once it was done, proofread and what have you, I had the audacity to put this book away, and I said, you know what? And it was nobody but the devil telling me that put that book away, nobody's going to read it. And believe it or not, I put that book away, and I put it away for 17 years. The Power of Being a Winner was stuck in a drawer for 17 years. And 2013, I pulled that book out. I took it to church with me on watch night, December 2012. I took it to church with me, and I prayed over it. And I got the word that, to put this book out. You know what I mean? So it wasn't until maybe about April or May of that year I moved forward. I got a publisher to publish the book. The book came out in 7 different languages. It hit Barnes and Nobles and all your regular bookstores. So I get a call from Barnes and Nobles, and they tell me that we really like your book. And, next thing I know, they promoted the book so much that it wound up number 1 on the self-help list for Barnes and Noble. And the book is loosely written on my life. And I say loosely because it talks about certain aspects of my life as I intertwine my issues, my pains, my agonies, my defeat, but then I bring it up to a point where people can see some of the aspects of what happens in life, but that does not have to indicate who you are. You can rise from the dust. You can rise from the flame. You can rise from the downtrodden. You can rise to as they say, with your wings, and you can fly like a phoenix. So this book basically was written to inspire, to motivate, and to lift as many people who are daring themselves to claim themselves to be a WINNER winner.
Wow.
Well, all right. I feel like I've been in church for a second. I was I was starting to go to the Hammond B3 for a second there.
You can bring the offering to me now. I don't refuse offerings.
Yes, sir. All right. It says here, when it says our title, Join the E-Club, the E-Club is the Entrepreneurship Club. Entrepreneurship and meaning is those who follow dreams and take risks. Is another word for it. It also means angel. And so there are 2 million black businesses, but only 107,000 actually have employees.
Wow.
So there are 1.9 million that have no employees. And according to the Goudon report, 35% of black women own businesses. And it says here that 27% of all American businesses are owned by black females. 31 million entrepreneurs in the U.S., and 50% basically are owned by ladies. I guess that's what my wife's doing with my money. So, she didn't catch that. So it says here on www.ey.com, it says that the black Latino entrepreneurs actually are, basically accessible through American culture in terms of having businesses. And speaking of businesses, tell us a little briefly about your business, Dr. Fred Ware Newsome.
Well, I'm glad. Thank you for the introduction, Pastor Dr. Steve Turner. My business is the Newsome Gospel Music Awards, Baltimore's biggest night in gospel music and biggest weekend in gospel music. But actually, at Newsome Awards, this is our 26th show that we're celebrating here in Baltimore, at the Baltimore Convention Center. And I'm excited because when you were mentioning those statistics about companies and employees, the Newsome Awards has been in a position where God has blessed us to hire people, employees. So many people are doing so many different things for us to help us out. And as prelude to me running for mayor of Baltimore last year, that was part of the outline, is that we would provide more businesses, more jobs, whether I got the position as mayor or not. And we're actually following through on our promise that we made on the campaign trail. So God has just blessed us greatly. And like I said, to be celebrating our 26th show, it's really awesome. It's really awesome. We have artists coming from all over the country. We have the great and impeccable Dr. Bobby Jones hosting the Newsome Awards, which is really amazing. The awesome Everett Drake hosting the Newsome Awards. And we have Empire actor Charles D. Clark going to be speak for a few minutes at the Newsome Awards. So there's a lot of things that's going on. And being an entrepreneur, I love it. I do this full time, and God has really blessed us. I'm really excited about it, and I would encourage anybody to be in the E-Club. Get out there, get your business going, and there's a lot of help and support that is available for businesses to be successful. So, yeah, this is a perfect opportunity, excellent time, and there's a whole lot of help out here to help people get their businesses started and going. So I'm really excited about it.
Well, if you would like to to join and get in the E-Club, if you have a business and to start it, by all means do that. And you have to go down, if you're in Baltimore, you have to go down 301 West Preston Street and do that paperwork so you can get your LLC or your incorporation and get the help of some accountant to help you pull that off, which is fantastic. Or go online and get it done. But you must go down there and think of a name for your business. My goodness. And what services you're going to do, your mission statement, and things of that nature. And so as we focus, let me go back to the Newsome Awards. I have to say this because I can. Corporate sponsorship packages for corporations. Yeah, I'm talking about they're at 1,000, 2,500, 5,000, 10,000, and 20,000. None but small change. And vendor space, if you want vendor space, give me a call. I might be able to strike your deal under authority. The Newsome Award magazine ads, full page 500, half page 250, quarter page 125 is incredible. Tickets, group sales, 10% discount on 10 or more sales. It's fantastic. And of course, you got a bus trip to the Newsome Gospel Awards. You've got discounts on everything. Discount on tickets if you're buying groups. And the show tickets are $50. It looks like general admission. 75 midsection, 100 near the front. I got to say that for Baltimore people. Near the front. And 200 200 for the front row. Oh my goodness! And you can walk. There's a new word for you, Dr. Dowridge, but you know, well, you're familiar with Baltimore. And when you pay this ticket prices and call me at 1-410-302-2737. I handle group sales, vendors, and corporate sponsorships. When you pay your money, you can walk. A new word created by Baltimore, straight. S-K-R-A-I-T.
Straight.
Not straight. Not straight.
Straight.
Would I be allowed to walk straight in? Yes, you can. And so they even have it looks like artist showcase registration $250. They've got then you can perform the winning song on a Newsome Awards stage the following day, and a beauty pageant registration. I would put my wife, which says $100 here, but she is. She's so beautiful, I don't want to destroy other people's opportunity and chances. So, because she's fine, yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry.
That's my friend. Very nice.
Yes, yes, indeed. She was in there one.
Talk about
she was in there. Thank you, sir. She was in there 1 year and she destroyed all the competition, but it's okay.
She was amazing.
Yeah.
Good job, Queen Leora. Good job.
Yes,
Thank
indeed.
you.
And so they've got the Miss USA Newsome Awards, World Miss Newsome Awards. Wow, universe. Okay. And praise dance groups, $100. There's 5 spaces available. You better hurry up. You better call me at 1-410-302-2737. If you don't want to talk to me and you're trying to sneak past me and go to the website, you got to put in my code, Turner, and do what you need to do. They have secure payment plans that are available. Listen, you need to get a part of the Newsome Awards, everything you've got. Oh, my God, it's incredible. And we might even do a commercial here shortly after I go back to my guest. Matter of fact, let me thank, I know he's listening now, Professor Leroy McKenzie Jr., my publisher, who when I called him, I said, I need a guest for this Saturday. He said, let me think about it. And then he went through several people, and he finally said, I got the perfect one for you. And he is absolutely correct. Professor Donald L. Dowridge Jr., DLD Enterprises. And so thank you, Professor Leroy McKenzie, for that scenario. I mean, he does something good once in a while. How did you know him? Leroy has been my one of my co-hosts for quite some time. We usually argue over issues on the air. It's like a brother. But how did you meet him, sir?
Well, believe it or not, a couple of years ago, I will say that back when I was in Baltimore from 2002 to 2006, I became a member of Black Professional Men. And a couple of years ago, opportunity came across my desk, if you will, with Black Professional Men to do Motivational Mondays on air for the members of Black Professional Men and the youth. I agreed, and it was mentioned to me to connect with Leroy McKenzie, and he would help me to set up the technical part of it. I said, cool. And upon meeting Mr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., we always joke about that, we forged a relationship, a business relationship, and a friendship. And I got to give him much kudos. I mean, he's been a brother from another mother. And I will say he's been like a little brother since I am much older. And I tell you that he's been right there by my side, and much kudos to him.
You said he's been like a brother, a little brother, because you said you're much older, but I was going to say you're much taller.
Well, I'm not going to go Kevin Hart, okay?
Kevin Hart. Yeah, he looks like it. So, my goodness. Let me see here. Let me see. Is it time for a commercial net yet? It may be time for a commercial. Let me try this one here. Thank you for. You say you know Pastor Newsome.
Yes.
Dr. Dowridge, you say you know him?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Inadvertently, yes.
I'm glad you put it that way. I'm glad you put it that way, inadvertently.
I know that he is doing a great service there with the Newsome Awards, and I have a close friend of mine who I voted for, Minnie Carter. I don't know if that name rings a bell.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yes. She's an awesome young lady, a wonderful songstress. And again, I met her during my time there in from 2002 to 6. And I had the opportunity to do some awesome networking. As a matter of fact, my sister, Debbie Taylor Mendez, she had a networking organization back there, and through her, I was able to network and meet wonderful people there in Baltimore, and it's just astronomical about all the wonderful brothers and sisters that will move in Baltimore forward, from Richard Burton,
Richard Burton,
Jamal Moses. Yeah, I'm snitching. Jamal Moses, Lori Davis, even Mayor Martin O'Malley. I was connected with him, and the list goes on and on. So
right.
it was definitely a journey being back in Baltimore.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, we thank you, sir. We thank you, and we're going to come back to you. Let me go to this commercial here. I'm going to do an experiment here. We're going to be. I've picked out Dr. Bert Cross, too. On top of the hill, he's in my area of jazz, and I forbade him from doing that, but he did anyway. So let's go with this selection as we try to do a commercial. All right, here we go. Oh, boy. Listen, you ought to get yourself down to the mighty Newsome Awards at the Baltimore Convention Center Wednesday, Saturday, August 7th, with a weekend starting on Friday, August 6th, day 1, Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., praise dance workshop, Friday, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., the Newsome Awards Beauty Pageant, Friday, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. The Newsome Awards Artist Showcase. Good God Almighty. Saturday, 9 to 11. Newsome Awards Healing Conference. And Nick, come on down. We're here. Saturday, 11 to 1. The Newsome Awards Luncheon. Saturday, 2 to 5. Newsome Awards Black and Gold Carpet. Time with the stars. Feel on the black and gold carpet, baby. Saturday, 5. Doors open. 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. The Newsome Awards, hosted by Dr. Bobby Jones. Saturday, 11 until 2 o'clock in the morning. The Newsome Awards Gospel Concert featuring dynamic local artists. Oh my goodness, it's going to be full pack. Get your shop shoes. And Sunday, 10 to 1. Kids Fun Day. Kids Fun Day at the Newsome Awards. And Sunday, from 3 to 7, the Newsome Awards Fashion Show and Concert. Oh my God, get your tickets now. I said get your tickets now. Call Mr. Steve Turner, Newsome Awards, DMV Regional Sales Director, 410-302-2737. Can't wait. Go to www.newsomekingdom.com. Put in the code Turner and order at your will. The buffet of blessings. Woo! I had to cut it right there.
Wow.
I saw Dr. Dowridge jump in. I saw him pat his feet. I saw my wife spinning around in circles with her tear on her head.
Yeah, I'm down here doing the James Brown real quick.
I feel good. No, just kidding.
Oh my goodness. So I apologize for his behavior, Dr. Dowridge. I was trying to find top-notch co-host, but But anyway, how can people get your book? How can they order the books? Very fantastic. How can they get them? You got to turn your radio down.
Well, they can most definitely. They can go to, and I want you to listen to how I'm gonna say this. They can go to the new DLD website, www.dldenterprises.org, e-commerce. And they can purchase the book off of the website. They can also go to Amazon, but preferably they can purchase it offline. I think it would be much easier to go online and purchase the book. Also, they can purchase motivational moments. And I didn't mention at the upstart that DLD has what is called DLD Wear, W-E-A-R, and these are T-shirts with the DLD emblem on the front. And believe it or not, they come in 5 different styles. One is gentlemen, ladies, proud and strong, and the proud and strong is dedicated to the Black Life Movement. Also, I have the power of being a winner. I was born to be a winner. And last but not least, I am about respect, understanding, growth, knowledge, self-esteem, education, endurance. And believe it or not, if I could further, these T-shirts, the original T-shirts came out in 1996, and they were called Pauswear. And during my time in the hospital in December with COVID, God gave me a vision, and he said to me, bring back the T-shirts, the DLD T-shirts. So as I, brought them back, put them on the market, I was informed that the Pauswear was taken. So I didn't act when I should have acted back then and, get the trademark on Pauswear. So I had to change the name. So it's called DLD Wear, which is appropriate for DLD. And the shirts come in a variety of colors. It's like eye candy. you can also order those T-shirts via the website, which is, again, www.dldenterprises.org. And if I can, I am on all social media platforms and YouTube as well. And I'm probably maybe about 3 months new to TikTok. So, we're just getting the word out there and trying to bring as much positivity to our world as possible.
Let me ask you a question, if I may be so bold as to ask you. How young are you, sir?
How young am I? I am a young 64, turning 65 in a few months.
All right, so this proves that you can be a senior. You can be a senior and still learn new things like TikTok and other stuff.
Yes, sir.
And so let the technology scare you. And so that's very important. Like I try to tell this man here, Newsome. You can do it too.
And if I can add, since you mentioned singer, I am I think for the last maybe 2 years, I've been in a singing group. It's called Soul to Soul, not the Soul from yesteryear. And basically what we do, we travel the circuit and we perform, but we do it lip singing. And I will say that God has really blessed my life. I'm an avid Temptation fan, and back in the 90s, I got my opportunity to audition with the Temptations. So now, this group that I'm with now, we do a lot of Motown. We got, Michael Jackson. We got Prince. We got the Emotions. So we do a variety of
the Emotions. Wait a minute, hold on. Second. Let me stop you right here.
Wow.
Well, first of all, I didn't say singer. I said something else. But I'm just amazed that all this came out, which I wasn't expecting. But you say the Emotions, and you can't do the Emotions, because Emotions was like one of the best groups ever. They made that. What can you do for the Emotions? I got to hear this myself.
Well, you're right.
I challenge you.
You're right. I personally cannot do the Emotions. We have a female group within the group that do the Emotions.
Okay, all right. Play that.
No. Hey, like my young brothers, like my brothers say, you twirling.
Now, I thought that Dr. Newsome was the master of lip singing.
What?
We got other people.
Listen, brother Donald, I can sing. Now, don't pay him no attention.
Now, Brother Newsome, I'm willing to set up a Zoom broadcast to take lessons from you on lip singing.
He's a master.
That's hold up, brother. That was no compliment. You almost set me into that one. I was proud for a minute, and then
you got a PhD, I'm telling you. So
I got nothing but respect for you.
I'm gonna teach y'all how to lip sync. I'm going Milli Vanilli.
You say you started that
group? Vanilli.
Oh my goodness, it's incredible. But hold on a second. Let me stop the train here. Oh, Queen. Is she still there? Oh, she's gone. Y'all have scared my queen away. What is going on?
Oh, well, my queen's here. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
She's calling in on a separate line? Are you playing with us? I mean, this is a professional talk show.
Dr. Pastor.
Oh, she's here.
C.
Okay, let's Queen C. Only you can pronounce your name. Can you say your name for us?
Queen Carlinia.
Carlinia. Okay.
Yes.
And can I ask you, what does Carlinia mean?
Carlinia is a combination of my mother and father's names, Carlton and Eugene.
Oh, okay. And so,
yes.
may I ask, what is your role in the enterprise, the Newsome Kingdom?
Wow, can I define it? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can define it. I'm a visionary, and you know what? When I align with people who have God at the center of everything they do, and I see that I can help move that forward, I'm all in. So it's like whatever it takes. If you're talking about entrepreneurship, that's what's required. It's whatever it takes. So from designing the strategy, the different ways of reaching out to people, letting them know about the Newsome Awards, to helping to create, because I'm assisting King Newsome here, helping him to create and expand the Newsome Kingdom. And you see it all there in that incredible broadcast commercial that you just did when you talked about the beauty pageant, the artist showcase, the concert, the healing conference. It's fun day at the Newsome Awards, and on and on and on. So
I feel a revival.
What I do.
And she is the queen of the Newsome Kingdom, so she's the one that controls all of the Newsome Kingdom. So a lot of what you see is a lot of her handiwork.
Which you mean her instruction and wisdom, which you chose to follow.
You know what? Donald, once again, pay him no attention.
Dr. Dowridge Jr., sir, I'm looking at a brochure that is professionally done. I received a PowerPoint presentation because I've worked with Dr. Newsome on this project for several years since he started, and I've never seen this much elitism and 5-starism in the administrative side. And so I said, "Who did this?" Wow, this is incredible. And so,
Well, Brother Donald, we have great perfection, and we have great respect and authority for God, and God has opened up amazing doors. Steve has done his little part, and little as it may be, it was like the toenail. It was like the toenail on the foot. Okay.
Hold on a second. How dare you?
Not the toenail on the foot.
Wait a minute. Queen. Can't hear you, sweetheart.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. So, listen, did you hear how Dr. Frederick Ware Newsome put your husband down, said I was just a toenail, what contributions I made with just a toenail on the whole body of the Newsome Kingdom? Did you hear what he said in front of my guest?
Wow.
Dr. Dowridge Jr., trying to embarrass me on my own program. What have you got to say in response, sweetheart, to check him New York style?
Oh.
And she left the building.
Yeah, she left. She goes. She went to the market. She went to the store.
That's all right. And so you may have scared my wife away, but you won't scare me, sir. And so I'm gonna tell you something, man. When you get that ingrained toenail, you'll know what's going on here. Oh yeah. Hold on a second.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come to you. Doctor, for the surgery.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. Anyway, did you hear what he said, sweetheart? Okay. Did you really hear what he said? Okay, so he's been here eating our food that you have cooked. We will never let that happen again. Okay, and that's a check. Okay, and in the future, when he wants to use as a beauty pageant contestant, that will never happen again. Check. So we let him know what's happening. We let him know what's happening. We don't play here. The Turners don't play. Yeah. Let him.
Homie don't play that.
Put him in his place. Oh my goodness. And a hush fell over the crowd.
See, the Lord rendered her speechless. He said, "Honey, don't say anything." See how God works?
That is not what the Lord said.
I'm I'm the guy in the back seat. Just second.
Back seat. So, anyway, let me steer it to something more positive because I'll deal with you later. Anyway, let me start with something more positive. Dr. Dowridge, are you coming to the Newsome Awards?
Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it. I got obligations during that time. Okay. I did get an email in reference to, and I was saying, wow. I was telling my beautiful queen, I was like, wow, I would love to be there, but I got obligations that I must tend to here on this end.
Well, do you want to give a shout out to your beautiful queen, sir?
Sure. I'll give a shout out to my beautiful queen, Gwendolyn. She's an awesome young sister, and I'm just blessed to have her in my life.
Mm-hmm. And are you celebrating any wedding anniversaries?
No, not in the immediate. That's somewhere down the road.
All right, sir. Well, if you begin to move beyond this introductory situation and form a positive relationship with the music man, that's me, I may be able to play for your wedding, sir. Oh, that's
promote.
Yes, sir. And so, matter of fact,
I think they call that a PSA.
Yeah, PSA. Let me do another PSA. If you're looking for one of the better organists here in Baltimore, good God Almighty, call at 1-410-302-2737, 1-410-302-2737. That's for Praise Unlimited Ministries and the on-call organist serving Baltimore, D.C. since 1994. Yeah, look up our website at www.ultimatepraise.us, ultimatepraise.us. I'll go back to Queen C. And so, the workmanship here of these professional presentations, and if you are a business or corporation and looking to get back to the community and want to get your name out there, get a block of tickets and promote your name, and we'll give them to deserving folks who couldn't have afforded the price of tickets, or those who've lost loved ones through murder or the pandemic, in your name. Oh, that's awesome right there.
Wow,
Make it happen. Make it happen.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes, sir. Make it happen.
I like that.
At 1-410-302-2737. And let me call you out where I've been so far. Red Lobster. Outback. Yeah. And Paris by A7 in the Reisterstown Plaza. And so for the finest menswear. And so that's important. So this is looking at that. Queen C, thank you for the awesome administrative work here. And when these folks see this stuff, they just couldn't help it. I got excited, and I've been with the Newsome Awards for many years. And I saw this new material, and I got excited about it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So from the hand of the anointed, it says, write the vision. You got it, man. I feel like I could actually preach here. Write the vision and make it plain so that he may run that readeth it. And I'm running right now. Good God Almighty.
Come on now.
And, Dr. Dowridge, may I say this, Dr. Dowridge? I looked at your picture.
Go ahead,
I looked at your presentation. It looked like to me that you are actually also in the realm of a Renaissance man like Paul Robeson, but also a prophet. Prophets that have not been ordained, but for some prophets because they speak to God. God speaks to them, like you said in the hospital room. I listened to you very intently. That God told you to restart the T-shirt line. He can't do that unless He's got your right ear. That means that you are a prophet listening to the word of God, the will of God, and He communicates what He wants. That's what He does done with all prophets. Yeah.
Yeah, I can go with that.
Yes, sir.
I will say that one thing for sure, and I hope I'm not stepping on anybody's toes. I hear many people. Matter of fact, I heard it the other day where someone was saying, God told me to do X, Y, Z, and I said, me? Who, me? You mean you want me to do it? And I'll be honest with you, it kind of irks me when I hear that, because when God tells me to do something, It's not. I don't do it because of the reward. I do it because I made a promise to him. Whatever he wants me to do, I will do it until he called my name. I will gladly do it. So when he gives me a vision, even if it don't work, I act on it. I mean, I've done many different aspects of DLD, and I will be the first to tell you that, you know, I've had failures, you know, but the point of the matter is that I tried it. I moved forward with it. Even if it didn't work, at least I can say moving forward, I have no regrets because I tried it. And, you know, and if it didn't work for me, I might have went on and took it and gave it to somebody else, taught it to somebody else so they can use it. You know, Matthew states, I think it's Matthew 28, it states that, you know, God give us all talents. He give us gifts. And if all those talents that he give us and we have the audacity to hide those talents, well, quite naturally, God's going to take those talents and he's going to give it to somebody else who is worthy of it, who deserves it, and who's going to turn it into a path that others, maybe in the vineyard, can use. And that is the whole purpose behind what I do. It's not about Donald Dowridge. It's not about DLD. But it is about determine, learn, develop to somebody who has an open ear and somebody that's going to take the gift and take it to the next plateau or play it forward and use it in such a means that not only they benefit, but those who are sitting at their feet will benefit even more. So it goes back to with the fish. You can take one fish and feed a whole valley. And so that is basically what I tie into the talents. Everybody got a fish. It's just how you use that fish, how you slice that fish, how you sear that fish, so that many others can feed up off of that fish.
And
so that's where, you know,
Mm-hmm.
That's where that portion, that's where it excites me. So when God gives me something to do, I'm listening and I move forward to do it.
All right.
I don't worry about how it's going to get done. I just move forward and do it.
Blind, the word for that is for only entrepreneurs have that skill. Is called blind faith. It's called imana in Hebrew. Blind faith, like a child looking toward
blind faith.
Parent to do something. That's how we should look toward God when He promised to do something, and we do it out of obedience, as you say. Yeah, that's why I'm getting learning great things. Now, I know that I appreciate your example of sharing your fish, and that's important. My wife shares her fish with me in terms of love and fixing me dinner and things of that nature. But I know that Dr. Newsome doesn't share anything at all. He doesn't share any fish.
Well, listen.
Any nuggets, nothing like that.
Well, let me tell you something. You shared enough for me about what Queen Carlenia do and how she's so amazingly perfected the photos and the flyers and the booklets, and I can just bask in that glory right there.
You could bask in the glory, but I'm not talking about you, sir. Queen Carlenia, can you say something for yourself, please? Let this man hug up on you.
I can speak for myself, yes.
Yes. Okay, say something for yourself.
What's the question?
The question is, you love me, and that's it.
No. The question is, what all the roles have you done to help him, this struggling CEO, to go big?
You know why?
That's a really loaded question.
Yes.
That looks like it needs a political type answer, and I'm not a politician.
Well, let's see. Let me go over here because we got 5 minutes. So you have skills in administrative, PowerPoint presentations, typing. Let me see here. Event planning, organizing.
I'm the executive director of Project Home Incorporated, and we are bringing 50. Initially, we're bringing 50 individuals, 25 from DC, 25 from Baltimore, off the street, and providing them with culturally sensitive wraparound services that end up with them owning their own home. So I'm much more. I am a great organizer and all of that, but I just have my own company as well.
Oh, well, he never shared that part. Can you turn the radio down, please? Executive director. So let me see here. So, see, when you're executive director, I mean, we all can be CEOs and start stuff out with a vision. But when you have an executive director, you're kind of like, administratively management organizer. Degree in business like Dr. Dowridge, who has a degree in business marketing and management. You have the discipline of the mind because of the strategic collegiate experiences and whatnot. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Dr. Newsome did go to college. University of was it Strayer University that you matriculated at?
I've been to several 2 or 3 colleges, so I got
which one
education somewhere.
We all have been to several colleges. Which one did you graduate from, sir?
Let me see. If we're talking 1996, I've graduated from a few.
Okay. He's got a varied experience. Okay, no problem. You see what I did with Dr. Dowridge?
I see it.
Yes.
Well, I don't see it. I hear it.
Yeah, I have suffered tremendously. So how is there a toll-free number you have, Dr. Dowridge, that folks can get your information, your books, which are very oh, I forgot one. The Greatest You Holiday. What is that about?
That is a DVD that is a compilation of myself speaking to different audience throughout the Tampa Bay area. And there's also another that's a DVD, and there's also another DVD of me portraying Frederick Douglass. You should see that up online as well.
Wow.
An Evening with Frederick Douglass.
Okay. I want to say that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say in reference to toll-free number. Well, in reality, there is no toll-free number. However, they can reach me at 813-394-5875. And if I may throw this in as well, you may see on the line on the website the DLD Traveling Black History Museum, which is a museum that I created back in 2010. And basically, it is a Black History Museum of paraphernalia that I've collected over the years. And I will say that I had it set up right there at the Baltimore Convention Center, probably back in 2004. I forget what event that I was taking part of. But people can order. They can order that to, have it set up at their location. We will drive from Tampa, Florida, back to Bmore to set it up. Right. So it is available. Right. But yes, they can connect with me via the phone number that I gave.
One of your exhibits, was it actually when it speaks of ancient archaic exhibits? Was it one Dr. Fred Ware Newsome?
I'm sorry.
When you talked about your museum, and you had archaic, ancient exhibits, did you also have? Was it really one Dr. Fred Ware Newsome?
Did you have me in there?
No, sir.
Because he's ancient and archaic.
I missed that one. I might have to go to the flea market on Caton Avenue to purchase one.
He said his birth certificate. His birth certificate was embronzed or something like that, brother, along with the King Nepotamia.
Well, I need to get a copy of that.
Oh my goodness!
So but Dr. Donald, I'm humbled I won't say all the things that God is doing for me because if my testimony wouldn't be as effective, but Steve's testifying for me, it makes it really effective. So go ahead on, Steve.
Go ahead on, Steve.
All I know is there's been butterflies and bats flying around at the Newsome Awards. Anyway, that's okay. But yeah, all I know is that when his vehicle of choice was the Edsel. So,
the Edsel.
Wow.
Brother.
They only made 300. They only made 300 of those.
That's what I'm talking about.
And now you realize the value. See, that's the thing. God has you speaking for me on my behalf, and you're just speaking straight glory. Come on, let God use you. Go ahead, brother, elder, doctor, pastor.
I'm allowed to speak on my own program. Thank you.
Wow.
Okay. Is my wife still there? Queen? I can't hear you.
Yeah.
You sound like I've said it 100 times. Queen. Okay. So what words of wisdom do you have for everyone who's listening and will listen to this program in relationship to Independence Day? Should they be bound up by going to work 9 to 5, being upset? And that's what it says here. If you're ready to be your own boss because you're tired of going to work and being told what to do by somebody else, it may be time for you to start your own thing. Desire to pursue your passion. Some folks have left really high-paying jobs to pursue their passion for the entrepreneurship. Dissatisfied, it says here, with life. Corporate life can be cruel. Fire you to tell you when to work this shift when you told you were going to do something else. Leads you on and says you're going to be doing this and touring and doing all that, and find out that we're going to be in the same position that you were in for the last 17 years. You lied to me. I want my own cheese, so I'm going to start my own business. Yeah. What do you think about that, sweetheart? Is that what people should do?
I think that's what people should do.
You're not just saying that because I'm asking you to say it.
No.
You're not just saying it because you love me.
Nope.
All right. You do love me.
Not at all. Of course. I do love you.
There we go. That sounds so sweet. I tell you, it's amazing. Oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Dowridge. I forgot you were still there. And so we thank you.
You don't speak English.
Sometimes she distracteth me from something to get carried away. So we thank you again for class in our program here at Elevation Radio 1. And I saw that there were over 180 some shares because when you bring famous people to do featured guesting, there are quite a few folks who want to hear what they have to say, and so that's appreciative. I've probably got 5 people from Newsome, but thank you, sir.
Well, I want to thank, if I may say, I want to thank, first of all, you, sir, for opening the gate, Pastor Steve Turner. And I also want to say thank you to First Lady Queen. I should have said her first. First Lady Queen.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes, and also my brother, Dr. Fred Mr, for the opportunity to be on the show as your guest. And I look forward to the opportunity to possibly venture back home and meet you all in person. And I also want to reach out to all the listeners who are listening, have been listening, whether they came on for me or whether they came on because of Dr. Newsome or whether they came on for Pastor Steve Turner. Or maybe, hey, they came on for the one and only First Lady, the Queen.
Come on now.
Laura Turner.
Oh, hell, the Queen.
Come on now. Queen Carlini.
So I want to thank all of you all.
Okay. Well, you have to sing her jingle. Bless you, sir.
Okay.
You have to sing her jingle yourself, sir. Every man must promote his own queen separately. No, I said every man must promote his own queen separately. I promote my queen, the queen.
Right on.
Leora. Okay, so
that being the case, Queen Carolina is an amazing asset and support to everything I'm doing. She orchestrates Newsome Kingdom from top to bottom, inside out. God has really blessed her and anointed her with such a gift of organization, such a gift of perfection, that the only thing I can do is honor and reverence that which God has given it unto me. Speakest thou those words in the ears of all these people, God's people.
So what you have said is that you've taken your crown and put it in the side, held it in the side, and kneeled down and said, "Thank you, Queen." Okay, I think that's what I heard Dowridge say.
This brother here, boy.
Oh my God! So, unfortunately, unfortunately, I'm an interpreter. So unfortunately, the joyride is coming to an end. But we must. We're going a little bit over time. But we again thank you. Hope you. What are you doing anything special for your 4th of July? Before I ask you that question, I want to say next week is our 200th episode. I have no idea what we're going to do, but you need to tune in.
Wow.
What you could do actually is email me.
Wow.
Thank God. He's a sponsor of this program. You could actually email me at elevationradio1@gmail.com, elevationradio1@gmail.com, and make a suggestion of what we should be doing. Pray first before you send it to me. And if you like to call in and just say, "Hey, Music Man, enjoyed you since April of 2018. Thank you. You've blessed us. We've been a blessing." Or you can call and say, "Music Man, you've irritated me because you you are too controversial. I don't like you. And just let me know." So I'm not scared. Not scared at all. I'm here, right? Yeah, because I'm from Jersey. So
we got your back. We got your back. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So, and if no one else has my back, God has my back, and the Queen, because Queen, she may talk softly, but if you mess with me, she going to another level. I've seen her in action.
Oh my God.
Amen.
Just don't. Who are you talking to? Don't talk bad about my husband.
I said, go ahead, baby, I'll tell you. Anyway, let me see here. Is there any shout outs you want to shout out as we roll out here? Dr. Frederick Ware Newsome.
Well, yeah, I want to shout out to all the amazing people who continually support the station and the broadcast. It's truly needed. It's truly helpful, but coming all together as one is what really makes everything happen. So hats off to everybody that supports.
Okay. Queen C, you got anything you want to say?
I just want to thank you for inviting me on here. And I truly enjoyed this show. I heard it once before, and you're so entertaining as well as elevating. And I just want to say thank you.
Oh, Lord. Somebody give that man a Newsome Award. Somebody give that man a Newsome Award.
I feel all of my work here is not in vain. Thank God. I am somebody.
Well, all right.
Yes, sir.
All the music you've been wondering, have you been wanted? Now today we tell you wanted. We need you.
Thank you. Thank you. Here I only thought my wife wanted me. Needed me. I am needed and wanted. Come on, help me out, Dowridge.
Oh, he's singing the old Negro spiritual.
Yeah. That's Frederick Douglass style.
Hallelujah.
He sing the old Negro spiritual, brother.
You're going backwards.
I'm needed and I'm wanted.
Yes, sir. You want to give us a presentation of Frederick Douglass, sir, as you go out?
How did I know that was coming?
Well,
I'll tell you what.
Because you're a prophet.
I will tell you like this.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get my voice together here.
Get it together, sir.
And I will bring it to you live in living color. What the black man wants. How much time I got?
You're actually overtime because Newsome took most of the time talking.
What? Go ahead, Frederick Douglass.
What the black man wants. If you see him on his way to school, let him alone. Don't disturb him. If you see him going to the dinner table at a hotel, let him go. If you see him going to the ballot box, let him alone. Don't disturb him. If you see him riding down the street in his wonderful luxury car, leave my brother alone. That's what the black man wants. Thank you very much.
I like that.
Yeah, just leave me alone, all you MAGAs and Trumpsters, all that. Yeah. Back off while you can.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Even though I died February of 1875, I periodically have to come back to life to inspire and motivate my brothers and my sisters and build the shield so that my white counterparts will know what they're up against. Don't play us cheap. Now, I must go back to my grave until February. Thank you very much.
Very good.
Heavy. Yeah, that's heavy. Is pantomime and recitation a part of the Newsome Awards?
No, but I mean, that sure sounds like room.
There we go. So next year, Dr. Dowridge, you can bring your museum on down and go from there.
Hey, sound like a WINNER. Thank you for the invite.
Nice.
The winner.
Live and living color.
Winner. All right. Well, as we get ready to close, and we should have closed a long time ago, but I want to get that born to be a winner T-shirt from you, complimentary, of course. XL for me, and whatever the Queen wants. And whatever the Queen wants.
Excuse me. I think my phone went out. Went out.
I'm always trying
I think there was a fly.
I'm always trying to hustle up some complimentary gifts from my wife here. And what kind of T-shirt you want, sweetheart?
Are you kidding?
No, it's just complimentary, of course. Go ahead. in pink, of course. I'm noticing.
I think there was a break in the line.
Breaking communication. I'm sure it's a pink you want, XL. Is that what you want, sweetheart?
You got it.
See, I know her. And so, just say thank you. Say thank you, Dr. Dowridge Jr.
Thank you, Dr. Dowridge Jr.
See?
The pleasure is all mine.
I know you're joking, so.
All right. Well, we
count it all God.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We'll have to probably settle for our Newsome T-shirt, sweetheart.
Yeah, settle for Newsome T-shirt. You see how you treat me, Dr. Donald? It's been an hour and a half sitting there, and he still hasn't let up on the king Thus and therefore, I'm going to have to play Frederick Douglass on him, and I got to resist the white man. Close by.
Whoa.
But I love my brother.